So everyone will be on mute mode for sound purposes so that we can have a clear audio from our speaker from tonight. We don't want to miss any of the learnings that he will be sharing to us tonight. And we encourage also everyone, if possible, to open your cameras for better engagement. And we will also be having a breakout session for us to share our insights. So please ask the friend who invited you for the breakout room number that you will be joining so you can put it at the end of your name here in our event. And of course, we also encourage you to use the chat box so you can share your name, your location, and where you're coming from. And also you can share also your insights for tonight's presentation in our chat box today. So I'm going to give a quick shout out to our early birds for tonight. So of course, I'd like to welcome our co-founder of CCG Philippines and tonight's event organizer, Olivia Fernandez Bernabe. Welcome. We'd also like to welcome Melody from Cagayan de Oro City. Welcome, welcome. We'd also like to welcome Paul from Cainta and also Trish, who's also welcoming Leonard Sun from Dumaguete. Oh, a first-timer. We also have Ronald Ray Salvo, a CSR and musician from Cebu. Also Lowell from Cebu. Wow, a cold evening from Cebu. That's nice. We also have Osang all the way from Pateros, and of course Trish Lopez, a student from Dumaguete. So of course, just feel free for everyone to use the chat box. I won't be able to give a shout out to everyone because I don't want to take much of our time from our speaker for tonight. So I have the privilege to introduce to you to him tonight. So our very um, inspiring speaker for tonight, whom we will learn a lot for tonight's event, is a business consultant and a speaker, and he has talks here in the Philippines and abroad, and he is a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belter. Wow. So I'm sure you're going to learn a lot from him, and to share and give a deeper insight on tonight's topic, please help me welcome with a clap reaction, or if your camera is on, please give a warm round of applause to our speaker for tonight, Mr. Ariel Dries. Good evening, Sir Ariel.
Hi, good evening, Jem. Thank you for the kind words. Welcome to everyone who's here, especially those who are here for the first time. I'm Ariel Dris. I'll be your speaker for tonight, and I'm going to share a little bit about the project that we've been doing for the past 24 years. But it has been in a process of evolution, especially nowadays when we're using a lot of high technology. Uh, the title of this presentation is called Bouncing Forward, and it says opportunities in the new normal. We actually heard these two words from a friend of mine who used to be a one of the most successful sports psychologists in the Philippines. Her name is Dr. Marisa, and I had a chance to speak with her in one function, and she was sharing about their engagement in Tacloban, wherein Tacloban was just devastated from Yolanda. And she said, when she counsels people who just made it through this crisis, she cannot tell them to bounce back because most of them have lost a lot, everything. Namatay na lahat yung kanilang kamag-anak, sila nabuhay or nawala na yung bahay nila. No, how can you tell them to bounce back when the real term is really bounce forward? According to Ryan, Dr. Marisa Adviento, a resiliency speaker, she wrote a book about the different world champions of Filipino athletes like Paing Nepomuceno and Bustamante and all that. And you can look her up. She's one of our co-speakers in Inspire, and one of the most respected psychologists in the country. Now, tonight, that was, I think, the inspiration for this talk because we're right now in the midst of crisis. And however, in this crisis, we find opportunities. And tonight we want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So hopefully we can give hope to a lot of people. Now, let's move on. So John Maxwell said, change is inevitable, growth is optional. John Maxwell was one of the prolific leader trainers in the world. He wrote a lot of books in leadership. And it's true what he says, change will always come, no matter how careful we are, whether the change is seemingly for the better or maybe a setback for us. And whatever we think, change is gonna come, whether we accept it or not. However, how we make change profitable for us, it's up to us. Now tonight, we encourage you to look at the bright side of the crisis, seeming crisis we are in today. Now, we're gonna talk about business. Hopefully, a lot of us are looking for opportunities because there are a lot of things that are not working right today because of this pandemic. I've been speaking to some friends and I interviewed some businesswomen and businessmen, and most of the businesses are gone. If they're surviving, 30 to 40% of their former business is the one operating right now. So people are right now looking. Now, we want to just propose to you some possibilities. Now, our project deals with two things. Number one, anyway, money. The problem with starting a business in this time is the risk involved. Because if you're going to invest your hard-earned savings, your asset money, so to speak, it's going to be risky. However, tonight, we're going to teach you how to create wealth using your anyway money. What is anyway money? It's money that you're going to use anyway. What we are is that we're professional consumers. Professional consumers. We make money, we may create assets from our consumption. That is what we do. So that is what we call anyway money. Things you're gonna spend anyway. Instead of making other people rich, why don't you make choices so that you can create asset money? Okay? Your assets right now, asset money, what is asset money? Asset money is money that you save or you invest so that you can create your own business, and hopefully you can create a money machine. Okay, a money machine is an asset that creates money for yourself. Now, what we're saying is instead of using your asset money, why don't you use your anyway money to create assets for yourself? Okay, interesting, right? So, is there such a thing as a professional consumer? Sabi mo, a real professional consumer. Can you give me an example? Example, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is well, everybody knows Michael Jordan if you're as old as I am. Even the young guys know who Michael Jordan is. There's a big debate who's the greatest player of all time. Since I'm from the 80s, so I think Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. But when he got out of school, actually he was not yet a graduate of college. The Chicago Bulls drafted him to play for the NBA. So he got a good, starting salary for the Chicago Bulls. However, he was already that good that Nike wanted to offer him an endorsement deal. And actually, first he went to Converse, and that deal's not gonna happen because Magic Johnson and who's this guy, Larry Bird, still there. And Adidas, he wanted Adidas, but Adidas doesn't have that arrangement. Nike, a little known brand at that time, offered him $250,000 US to wear their shoes, and they're going to place his name on their shoes. That's Air Jordan. He didn't want it because he wanted Adidas. You know what his parents told him? I know you're crazy if you don't take this deal. Nobody would give a college dropout, a rookie at that, $250,000 US to wear shoes. Now, and the rest is history. Now that brand is a multi-billion-dollar brand in value. But today we're not going to talk about you wearing shoes, but that's just an example of prosumerism. Today we're going to leverage one thing that you spend on. Your grocery. Every one of us buys grocery, isn't it? Right? Who here brushes their teeth? Raise your hand. Wala? Okay. About who here takes a bath? Buys soap, right? Who here uses deodorant? Drinks vitamins? I don't know. I mean, we all consume, right? We're gonna spend that money anyway. So what we're saying is, instead of it being an expense in which you're a consumer, why not become a prosumer, a professional consumer? You make money from what you spend anyway. Okay, similar to a cooperative, except that we're a little bit more high tech than that. Now, the old business model would have this. This is your traditional supply chain. Customers or consumers would get stuff from retailers, retailers get stuff from wholesalers, and get stuff from the manufacturers. Did you know that 60% of what we pay for as consumers lands in the pockets of the wholesalers and retailers? This is where the big money is. Thus, the richest man in the world is, guess what? One of the top retailers in the world, Jeff Bezos, Amazon. The richest family in the Philippines, SM Group, right? What is their business? What is their core business? Retailer. Okay, that is the biggest. That is the biggest business today. Even Walmart. Walmart. I was surprised that Forbes magazine, their still number one. The Forbes number one Forbes magazine. Walmart. They actually they were able to recover from the online onslaught. Guess what their business is? Retailing. And that is our business. Except that what we're going to do is replace the wholesaler retailer with our association, pretty much like a cooperative, wherein we captured the 60% of the money in terms of bonuses and savings. So this is where our money comes in. By doing what? Well, by expanding the association with professional consumers. We have a system wherein you will get to use the two things that you will always do. Number one, you buy stuff. Number two, you influence. We are all buyers and influencers. Did you know that? I'm not an influencer. You are in your own little way. And that's all we need. Your little influence, di ba? Wala akong influence, Ariel. Yeah, post something in Facebook, see what happens. Post something nice in Facebook, there's a lot of likes. I can even bet you actually count the number of likes when you post something in Facebook, right? Especially when it's your birthday. Di ba? Then you keep score. I know that because we all do, consciously or unconsciously. That those people that follow you in Facebook, LinkedIn, you have a little bit of influence with them. That's all you need. A little bit of buying, a little bit of influence, and utilize our proven system will actually make you money. Okay. Now, there are 3 ways to earn from our program. Number 1, you can switch brands. Let me ask you, what toothpaste do you use? Those are first time. You use probably Colgate, right? Did you know Colgate is not made in the Philippines anymore? It's made in Thailand. So most of the things we buy is made, in China and all that. Switch brands. Let me ask you, has Colgate paid the college education of your kids? Has Colgate paid your trip to Europe? Well, mine did. I switched my toothpaste brands. And a few years back, we went to Europe. 2 years back, we went to the US. So switch. Next, you share. You share by developing clients or referrals, right? Refer people to our concept, okay? You can share, and because of this, you earn volume bonuses. What if SM told you, okay, Jem, for every 500 pesos that you and your friends buy at SM, I give you 10 pesos. How many friends will you bring to SM? Siguro marami, no? Or if Lazada told you, okay, for every 500 pesos, I give you 10 pesos rebate. How many people will you bring to Lazada? Probably a lot of people, right? But I have bad news for you. They will not do that because that's not their business model. The good news is that's our business model. It's not exactly the way the math goes. I'll show you the math later on. But that's what we do. You share and develop clients and volume bonuses. And what if you can duplicate, okay? What if you duplicate and build a team to earn super volume bonuses? What if you duplicate yourself with people who will do what you do? Okay? So what do? I switch. Number 2, I share. I can share the concept or even the products with people I know. Number 3 is duplicate. Train them to do what? Switch and share. Madali lang, right? So, how does it work? Now, this is the rebate schedule. It goes from 3% to 21%. For every 50 pesos worth of business volume, you get 1 point. Ganun lang kasimple yun. So, from 3%, so if you do 200 points every month, you and your referrals do 200 points every month, you get 3% rebate. There's a bit of math there, but we won't go into very boring math because that's easy. That's all computerized. Eventually, what if you had 3 to 6 active people in your team? You'd probably in no time reach the 10,000 point level, which is 21%. Okay, now, so it goes up. Now, let's move on. Now, if you go to 21%, which normally takes about 6 to 12 months from a point of decision, talaga ganon? Yeah. You sponsor 20 people, you introduce the concept to 20 people, 3 will be active. About 8 to 12 will buy something, the rest will do nothing. Ganun lang kasimple yun. But 3 will be active. From those 3, you're able to form a community, and you'll be 21%. And if you're 21% every single month, you're called the Founders Platinum in our business. Guess what? The last year's average income of a Founders Platinum, actual, 909,938 pesos, which is about 70 plus thousand a month. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. 75,000. Now, that's good second income, even in Manila. Okay? And guess what? You don't need to quit what you're doing. Yun ang maganda dyan. You don't have to quit what you're doing. Now, and once you get the skill of doing this, you're able to duplicate yourself and more serious income will come in. So the first step is you switch brands. Switch your store. Switch store. Buy from your own store. Don't buy from Lazada or Shopee or Zalora, or don't buy from SM, okay? For the stuff that is available in our store, okay? For stuff that is available, don't buy from them. You buy from your own store because it's your business. And guess what? Once you are able to do that, why don't you share, okay? Share it with your friends that they will do what you do. Am I making sense? So share, once you're able to share, generate volume, the income would start. Guess what? They will also earn income. It's a win-win situation. Yeah. Eventually, these 3 people will switch and be able to develop their own little groups. And once you have those 3 groups share, you're able to be 21%. So what are the primary markets that we have? We're big right now in health and wellness. Guess what? I have news for you. The drugstores, our pharmacies right now, they're running out of vitamins. That's where we are. Right now, we have the #1 selling vitamin brand in the world. Okay? At $5 billion brand, it's called Nutrilite. Number 2, doon next to us is 2 billion, less than. It's a brand name called Centrum. Centrum is quite popular, right? Nutrilite, I don't know if you've heard of it, but we're number one selling according to Euromonitor. The best part about that, it is only bought through us. We have names like we have energy drink like XS, sugar-free, carb-free. So we're in health and wellness. We're in beauty and skincare. One of the top 5 in the prestige categories in skincare, anti-aging, artistry is our brand. It's up there with Lancome, Clinique, Estée Chanel. Except that we have 30% more cost-effective. And we're into consumables. GNH series, and we have home care products that are environmental friendly, organic based. So these are our flagship products. Nutrilite, #1 vitamin brand in the world. Artistry, top 5 in skincare, anti-aging. GNH, glycerin and honey based products. Miu made in Korea, Korean skincare, very affordable. Satnik for the hair glister, to the most affordable, high quality toothpaste. Quality ba talaga yan? It's made in the US. Most of our products are made in the US. Baka mahal. Actually, if you use our products properly, it's concentrated. The cost per use is very competitive. And in many cases, it is even more inexpensive than what you have, cost per use. Number one water treatment system in the world is Spring. Okay? And one of the fastest growing energy drink, the first energy drink that is sugar-free in the world. Excess. Okay? Yeah. Now, so these are our brands. That is Double X, the mother of all vitamins, gold standard of vitamins, 19 plant concentrates. I'm telling you, those what you buy outside, like GNC Healthy Options, they don't own their farms. Ours, we own. We are the only vitamin brand that owns their own certified organic farms and vertically integrated. That's eSpring and all that. We even have organic fertilizers. Okay, and this is the Amway Corporation. I don't know if you've heard of Amway before. Amway is the number one direct selling company in the world. We're in the number one in the direct marketing space at $8 billion. And number two is, I think, less than 4 billion. We are in 110 markets worldwide. We've been there for 60 years. If you're going to partner with the company, would you want to partner with a company that is newly established or established? Okay, most companies die down in the first 5 years. We've been there for 60 years. Would you partner with the company that's number 1 or number 7 or number 2? Would you want to partner with a company with a little products or a lot of products? We have 200 products in the Philippines, more than 400 core line products in abroad in the US, and we have more than 100 partnerships worldwide. I'm going to show you a video of Amway. Okay, that's a great thing about our Amway business. It's very flexible, especially in this time of pandemic, and we're 100% online for them, at least for our group, for all our groups here. We've been able to pivot in this time of crisis, and I'm going to show you how the money flows in a bit. Now, normally we have a lot of bestsellers, but one of the bestsellers we have is Double X. This is the vitamin brand. This is like the mother of all vitamins. Sorry for the analogy. Kung baga sabihin na to, Red Horse. Wala ka nang hanapin pa. That's everything, that's all, that's, that is foundational. It fixes a lot of stuff in our heart health, brain health, organs, immune system. This has cranberries, turmeric, and a lot of things that are very good for your body. It's anti-cancer, removes a lot of the free radicals. Double X. Okay, now omega-3 is the number one selling omega vitamin in the world. Nutrilite omega-3. Our omega-3 is different because the fish oil we get it from deep water fish in talagang ocean. fish that comes from the ocean. What a lot of the omega-3 you get outside, even things from the US, they come from farmed fish or farmed salmon. Yung nasa, kumbaga fish pan. So and they feed them with feeds. Okay, there are only two brands in the America that were found with no contamination mercury heavy metals. One of them is Nutrilite Omega 3. So yung quality lang is second to none. And of course, one of our favorites right now, Excess Energy Drink. It is sugar-free, carb-free energy drink. Instead of drinking Cobra and Red Bull and Monster, this is a much more better deal than what you have. So I'm gonna end the slideshow, but I'm gonna show you our app. So I just to show you how much money you can make from this thing, how the money flows. Hopefully, okay. Can you see my the app? Okay. So let's start, no? So start now. So let's say I'm gonna buy beverage. Okay, already programmed. So I'm gonna take one of the excess cranberry. That's good. Then in supplements, I took one double X. You see, that's one. Then I took one omega-3. Diba? Yan. One. So we're gonna go next. So this is the cost per use. You know, for 182 pesos, that is a little bit more than a Starbucks coffee. You're investing for your health, okay? And you're investing in energy. And we're not even talking about things you use anyway, like your soap, shampoo, wala pa yon. Just three examples. So you're spending this money, but after you're investing, you're a prosumer. Remember that. So you're going to use this for 30 days, okay? Now, and let's say you have 4 customers. 4 customers, not 10, well, if you have 10, better. But if you have 4 customers, you'll be making estimated annual income, if you just had 4 customers, 7,491. Okay ba yun? That's then what if you duplicated it with 6 entrepreneurs? Okay, and sabi niya they switched their brand and they had 4 customers each, duplicate you. 4 entrepreneurs that duplicate them, sorry. 4 duplicate. So, guess what your income is? 77,000 per month. That's not bad, right? Okay, very simple, right? It's so that estimated income is 933,000 per year. Konti na lang 1 million a year. That's not bad for an extra income. That's how yung last year, di ba, 908, so halos parehas lang. So that's how our money works. Okay, let me go back to our PowerPoint slide. So did you like it? Ayun. So now I'm going to show you a video on the business. I think this is it. By the way, this is just to introduce the video. This is the trip we're gonna have. If you're at 21%, a Founders Platinum, you'll be we have trips, and the next trip we're gonna have is in Japan. We just had one in Dubai. We're waiting for the COVID to die down so we can go to Hawaii, but we're excited about our new the latest trip. It's in Hokkaido, Japan. Let's go! I hope you're excited. I'm excited about it already. Okay, now the great thing about Amway, it's your choice. No? If you're here and you say, I want to try the products first, I don't want to be involved with business. Okay, you can be an exclusive shopper. Okay, we're exclusive shopper, 300 pesos lang. And I think you have a voucher for 300 pesos worth of products. That's great. You enjoy the benefits of being an online shopper. Okay, and you get products at a discounted rate. That's not bad. Okay, except that you don't get points and you cannot sponsor people. You're just a smart customer. Okay, now the other side is if you want to be a business owner, okay, then you want to invest on shopping 1,000 pesos worth of products. Okay, so by the way, 1,000, you do that all the time, right? And the great thing about shopping from your own business is you get discounts and you get, well, both 300 and to 1,000, you get 100-day money back guarantee. Anong ibig sabihin nun? If you don't like the products, ginamit ka and you like to exchange it for another product, or you want your money back, you have 100 days. I mean, that's how confident with the quality of our products. And the great thing about being a business owner, you can actually sell products. The license gives you that authority. You earn retail income and you get volume bonuses. So all of the products you acquire has points, and the points mean money. And also you're able to sponsor people, to bring in people to the business, and their shopping adds up to your points. And these points also mean money for you. Okay. Now, partner 2 outside of Amway is Network 21. Network 21 is our education program. It is our business school on how to build a profitable, sustainable Amway business that will stand the test of time. This is where you make your Amway business more sustainable. You have recurring income. You have asset-based income. Anybody can do Amway, but Amway can be another job if you do not have a system. Okay, but guess what? It's a good job. If you want a job like that, you want to sell. I mean, might as well. However, for me, what I want is I want to have sustainable income that even if I retire from the business, my money continues to flow. Our mentor, Mike Wilson, he went to Diamond, okay, and he built 21% teams. And here in the Philippines, the average Diamond made 6.6 million last year per year. That's not too bad. And he left the business, left in the sense that he did not build it, just let it flow. He did not lose $100. His income continues to sustain for 8 years. By the time he went back, he wanted to make more money and build international. And you know what? He's living the life today. So that is Network 21. That is the benefit of having a Network 21 systematized Amway business versus no system. Okay. So we're going to have, so Network 21 is composed of live events, ngayon online events. And we have a mobile app. Yung mobile app namin, if you sign up with Amway, you have an Amway number, you can actually sign up for a mobile app, and you have 30 days free access to all the talks of all successful people worldwide. I mean, in our day when we started, puro tapes pa nung araw, nako, Jurassic na. I have to pay for everything. This one, for the first 30 days, you have all access to all the talks of all the speakers worldwide. Okay? So you want to be there. Okay? Now, my question to you is this. Okay? You may want to participate in the chat group. Can I ask you a question? Do you want to make a little money or a lot of money? Sige, ano ba? Sige nga, tingnan natin. A lot of money, yan. Okay, naku. So hopefully you're not greedy, ha? You just want to make a lot of money. When do you want to make your money? Sooner or later? Yesterday. Oh, yun, sooner. If your answer is yesterday or sooner or now, then you need to register, okay? This coming weekend, October 24, 25 to our live stream plus. It's a 2-day, actually technically 2 half days. Saturday, afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And we have international speakers live streaming, talking to us on how to build the business. A guy named Massimo Bini. Massimo Bini is one of the biggest names in Europe today. I think in Italy, he has the biggest business in Italy right now in Amway Network 21. Do you think you can learn from him? Wow, Massimo Bini, I think he's a double diamond from Italy. Medyo, di ba? And he, he thousands and thousands of people, I think 8,000 people in his group attend weekend seminars. And he started off being miserable in the business. Eventually, in record time, he was able to build it. Do you think you can learn something from him? He's going to learn. Now, we have, of course, Ray Keller from the Diamond from the US. He was one of the original pioneers of Amway in the US. His dream was to buy an airplane. Okay? Simple lang naman eh. Tinanong niya yung boss niya, in-interview siya for a job. Nobody asked him, can I buy an airplane? Nobody said. Will your boss ask you what is your dream? No. He was impressed with the fact that his sponsor, Bob Andrews, asked him, what is your dream? I want an airplane. Yeah, you can have it. You work this business, you can have it. Okay, and he eventually bought an airplane. He bought first the airstrip, yung landing ng kanya airplane before he bought the plane. He claimed it in faith and did the business. Of course, we have other international leaders like some new diamonds from Thailand, emeralds from Malaysia, and of course, Simon Thompson from Malaysia. He's Australian double diamond. Good friends with us from the Philippines, Simon and Diana Thompson. Very inspiring story. Diana was very negative with the business, very negative. But it's a good story because she was inspired by our mentor Mike Wilson, and I let you listen to some of the audio. And Simon Thompson is one of the best teachers in Network 21. Of course, our very own Olive Fernandez Bernabe. She'll be speaking in the leaders meeting. Founder of CCG. You should listen to Olive, and she was sponsored by a 23-year-old. Tama ba? Pangalan rin Ryan. Ngayon, ang partner niya, yung kanyang anak, pangalan Ryan. Okay? And they're building a big business. Puro Ryan, Olive, yung mga people in your life. Okay? Of course, Marian Babestero from Cagayan de Oro City. And, of course, Ali Ganadan, one of our diamonds in the Philippines. Okay, Ali is Iranian American, but he lived in the Philippines. He's still here. He actually was my former neighbor in Makati. The smallest village in Makati produced 2 diamonds. It's gonna be a fun event. But more importantly, it's a lot of learning. If you really want to learn, and by the way, it's going to be a good recognition because we have leaders. We have new emeralds right now in the market. And guess what, guys? The Philippines is growing. You will know it because this is an international conference. Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, okay, in Philippines. You will see how the Philippines pit up against the country. Well, not against, but where you'll find out pretty soon that a wave is here in the Philippines and you need to be part of it. Sorry, excited lang ako. Okay, now. Here's Network 21.
Network 21 was founded by leaders with one continents with events in over 690 cities, 30 offices with 198 employees using 25 different languages to serve over 100,000 clients worldwide. Network 21 provides the most effective tools in the world for building your Amway business. Over 300,000 CDs are sent out each month. That's nearly 4 million CDs a year. Every year, over 350,000 books are sold. Since the beginning of Network 21, over 7 million books have been sold. Besides tools, Network 21 also hosts incredible events all over the globe. Thousands of business previews every year, as well as business building seminars. And there are 165 weekend seminars happening all over the world every year. Since Network 21 launched, nearly 5,000 stages have been built for these special events. But it's the people that make all the difference. With over 7 million in attendance since Network 21 was founded. Over 25,000 parades have taken place to recognize those who have reached milestones in their business. 894 second-generation business owners, 993 emeralds and above, and 359 diamonds and above. Through Network of Caring, millions of dollars have been donated to help those in need. Over 10,000 wheelchairs have been given away through Free Wheelchair Mission, and new homes have been built in the Dominican Republic. Network of Caring is fully operating in 6 countries. While the numbers are awesome, the amount of lives that have been impacted is immeasurable. Network 21 is full of people who care about people and people who care about you.
Okay. So CCG is a third partner. What do? We partner with you so you can implement the Network 21 system using the Amway business. We provide free coaching and teamwork. And this 8 o'clock webinars that we have every week. Actually, we're meeting about five nights in a week. When it's not compulsory, it's up to you. But we have a program structured so that you can build your Amway business in a proper way, and you will have all the assistance. We are in business. You are in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. And we have teamwork. And our team CCG is second to none, especially in this new virtual world. Okay, we're excited right now. We're covering a lot of places here in the Philippines, and guess what? We're international. Next steps: register for the network, for Amway Network 21 mobile, so you can have access to October 24, 25. That is important. Okay. Number 2, listen to 1 or 3 audios between now and Saturday, and start a starting point session with the people who invited you tonight. Okay, with that, I'd like to thank you all for your attention. I know we went a little bit over time, but I hope you just think about your dreams and the possibilities that is possible for you and your family. Maraming salamat po, and God bless. Bye.
Thank you
Back to
so
you,
much,
Jeff.
sir. Thank you so much, Sir Ariel, for that very wonderful presentation tonight. I'm sure all of our guests would agree that they really learned a lot more about our business and what's to look forward to in our upcoming
Wait,
event. And of
sunod
course,
dira.
right now, we'd also like to hear some of our leaders, some key messages from our leaders who have achieved a very significant level in the business. And I'd also like to personally ask them how the N21 Connect Plus or Weekend Leadership Seminar has impacted them. So first of all, I'd like to ask and call on one of our leaders straight all the way from Cebu, Mr. Ayan Nadella. Good evening, Sir Ayan.
Hi, good evening, Jam. Good evening, everyone. May gabi sa tanan who are listening to the webinar, especially those who are first-timers. Well, for me, I'm really grateful for Amway, Network 21, Team CCG, and especially to our mentors, especially Ariel and Ambek Driz. Okay. Well, for me, I can really say my life was changed for the better because of the support systems that we have. And I still remember my first weekend seminar. And I also remember the time that Ariel went here to Cebu and counseled me and focused my mind na even if I just do small things, just do small habits, a lot of things can positively change in a few months or in a few years. And he was really right. A lot of things have really changed, and I'm really grateful for the influence that our association has given me. So I hope those who are here for the first time just keep coming back, listening to the webinars, to the audios, to the videos, and book your slot for this coming October 24. And I'm sure you will be able to learn a lot, enjoy a lot, and be inspired from our talks this coming October 24. Thank you, Jam.
Thank you so much, Sir Ayan. And I definitely agree that we will all really learn a lot, especially with our weekend event, the very exciting N21 Connect Plus. So just as you mentioned, go back to the person who invited you for more details. And right now, we'd also like to hear how the Weekend Leadership Seminar or the N21 Connect Plus has impacted another leader of ours, also from CCG Philippines. Please help me welcome the co-founder of CCG Philippines, Mr. Ryan Fernandez. Good evening, Ryan.
Hi, Jem. Good evening. And to everyone else, nice to be with you guys tonight. Thank you so much, Ariel, for that wonderful overview of the project and the opportunity. My name is Ryan Fernandez. By background, I did many different fields, actually. My last line of work was as a freelance photographer and writer for some magazines here in the country. That entire industry has been disrupted, not just by the COVID, but by technology. Who buys magazines today? When I was a photographer, when I was doing freelance, I began to look into this business. I thought that this was something that would be ideal for salespeople, bottom line. People who had a lot of free time, who liked selling stuff, who, like talking to people. And I said, good for them, but this could not, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not, maybe this is not my cup of tea, okay? And so I thought somebody else should do this. Buti na lang, my mom, she encouraged me to take a deeper look into this business. I actually had to go to a weekend seminar, not just here in the Philippines, but I was actually in the US. I flew all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, to attend a weekend seminar that really was the turning point for me. In that event, I saw thousands of people. Many of them were really top-notch professionals, top class in their different fields. There were doctors, engineers, scientists, professors, bankers, but there were also some simpler people. And I began to realize the potential for this business. And then I attended more when I came back here in the Philippines. And I began to realize, doing what I was doing, I was only as good as my last performance. I was always after making others happy, my clients. And I don't know with you, if you're working very hard in your career, good for you. If it sits well with you that your effort, your time, your energy is being devoted to helping somebody else realize their dreams, then okay, that's fine, I guess. But for me, I realized employment was not my game plan. Employment for me was to pay the bills, but to become financially free, I had to start a business. So I took a look at this. And what I found out was there was a step-by-step system called Network 21. So whatever background you're in, whether you're young, you're not so young, you're single, you're married, you have a background in business or none, it really doesn't matter. What matters is that you're willing to learn, you're looking to actually develop yourself. And the best way you can do this, and especially if you're the busy kind of person, is to check out what's happening this Saturday. We're all busy. In fact, maybe even busier today because we're so super efficient working from home. But here's the thing. If you're busy, if your time is valuable, how would you feel if in a single afternoon, and not even an entire afternoon, from 1 to 3 and then 4 to 5, something like that, you can actually get the most important essence of this business. You can find out the best practices, you can meet successful people, you can learn from the experts, which would normally take maybe months of research, months of maybe self-reflection and wondering, is this for you? Is this something worth your effort? I had 3 questions coming into the weekend seminar, and which you might want to ask yourself. Number 1 is, what kind of people do this? That's something you want to ask. Number two is, are the results for real? Was Ariel just talking about fancy numbers and an imaginary trip to Japan? Do people really achieve those things? And number three is, could you, in your situation right now, could you succeed? I asked those three questions and they were answered in that event. Now we can't be together physically, but the next best thing is Connect Plus. The value, well, the cost is 900, but the real value of that event is basically X. What is X? X is the amount that you need to be financially free, to travel, to design your life, to pay off debt, to take care of your family, to pay off bills, to bring home a loved one who's working abroad. X is whatever it means for you. That is the true value of what's happening on Saturday. The worst thing that could happen is you get bored by what's happening. That's fine. Get your money back, or at least you learned something, no? But what if the best scenario is you find for yourself a solution, a game plan? Many people think their game plan is doing overtime or finding a second job. We have a different game plan, something that can create true and lasting financial freedom. So we'd love to see you there at the Connect Plus. And back to you, Jem.
Thank you so much, Ryan, and also for giving us a deeper insight that all we need is a willingness to learn, that attitude to really give it our all, and of course, learn a lot from our very fantastic speakers this weekend. And now, I also have the honor and privilege to introduce one of our great leaders, also the co-founder of CCG Philippines, Ms. Olivia Fernandez Bernabe. Good evening, Miss Olive.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, my internet was a little bit unstable, but I'm okay now. Good evening, everybody. I'm Olivia Bernabe, mom, and for those of you who have children, I can say, and you must agree, that it's a wonderful thing to be working as two generations. Usually families, they have they break up, they have their own careers, they have their own lives. But this business has put families together. In fact, if you get to know many of us in the community, our families are involved, not only our children, some even their grandchildren, and everyone's helping like a true family business. I saw this purely by accident for the very first time in 1996. So that was 24 years ago. I prayed about it. And I can truly say it's in Providence that put me in this in fight. I didn't spoke pediatricians in the US. I didn't understand anything. It looked too good to be true. Hindi naman ako magaling na salesperson. I don't like being around a lot of people. I'm very private. But it made me curious. Why are professionals like doctors in America, who are already successful in their careers, why are they using this? And tonight, you've seen a bunch of us, and that's true. It's just a little bit of the people who are really involved and excited about this project in the Philippines. We're just the tip of the iceberg. But I was just wondering, how could I get more information? What if there's a 2% chance that this could be true? Tonight, you've seen different personalities, different professions. I used to be in the fast food industry. We used to own a chain of stores. And I also used to work with television. And we might be different ages, different backgrounds, different personality types. Some are married, some are very young and single. But at the end of the day, with this pandemic around us, it's a wake-up call to the whole world that one income stream of a vehicle that provides one income stream is not going to be enough. Everybody needs a backup plan. Everybody needs to have options or even multiple income streams. And, I'm not saying this is it. At the end of the day, we all want the same things. We all want security. We all want to have a good lifestyle for the people we love. We want to get rid of debt. We want to travel the world, don't we? But what's your vehicle and how many vehicles do you have? In 1997, I made a decision to attend a weekend seminar. I had to fly halfway around the world, Palm Springs, California. And I brought along my husband. We invested time and money, not because we had a lot of time and money, but because it was important for me to get the right information, not from any Tom, Dick, and Harry around there who's going to give me opinion, but from people in the know. And in that weekend conference, I sat there and I said, where has this business been my entire life? I've been waiting for this, and well, it's really never too late. But that was a defining moment of my life. Today we're not in any other business. We've closed down our fast food stores. We're really the slave of the mall when you rent in the mall. And this is our only business. We are more excited about the future than we were in the past, because now there are no more obstacles with technology, with e-commerce, with shopping online. All the challenges, pretty much so many of the challenges have been eliminated. And today you don't have to go abroad. You need to join us for this phenomenal experience on Saturday. It's called the N21 Connect Live. It's $900 and it's totally, totally worth it to be able to get the right information. If you fast forward your life 2 years, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, are you absolutely secure that you have the right vehicle? Are you absolutely at peace? Do you have that peace of mind that no other intrusion or pandemic or crisis will come our way? I'm not sure what crisis will be there in the future, but I built this business in 24 years. And again, it is truly an asset that provides ongoing income, whether or not you are active. But of course, it takes work in the beginning. I hope you make a decision to join us in this phenomenal Saturday event. And from there, we're going to move on because it will save you back.
All right, so thank you so much, Miss Olive Fernandez Bernabe. And we also agree that this is a very phenomenal and exciting event for everyone. We need to make a decision and we need to have a backup plan, especially during this pandemic. And of course, for our leaders tonight, before I promote our very important events and of course our N21 Connect Plus, I'd like to invite you to please type it on our chat box. What's your hot tip for our new people for tonight? For those friends that you've invited, what's your hot tip for them after this presentation? So please type it in the chat box and I'm gonna read it before I promote our events, our upcoming very important events. So as you're typing it, maybe on my case, I'm gonna suggest to all the people that you really take some time to go back to the person who invited you, get some audios and research us from the inside out and register for the N21 Connect Plus because it's gonna be worth it and it's gonna be a top of the mountain experience. So yes, I agree to Charisse and Ayan, attend the N21 Connect Plus, get audios and videos from your family and friend. And of course, listen daily, because it's gonna change your mind. It's gonna build your mind. Of course, from Charisse, 900 is a minimal fee investment for the potential return. Yes, definitely agree because you can spend it on other things, but it's always worth it if you invest it in learning. And from Sabina, revisit your dreams. Yeah, maybe you'd like to revisit your dreams and goals, especially during this pandemic. And of course, from Paul, think like a rocket ship, all in right away. Yeah, go all in, especially during this pandemic for the N21 Connect Plus. So, to all of our guests, especially for all the new ones here, we'd also like to promote our upcoming event for you. If you want to research us more, and especially for those who already registered, we'd like you to check out our new ABO orientation or our new Amway Business Owner orientation. It's happening on October 20, Tuesday, 8 p.m. via our Zoom link. So please ask for the link from the person who invited you. And once again, we'd also like to emphasize the very exciting top of the mountain experience for our N21 Connect Plus happening this weekend. Make sure you get your tickets. So please go back to the person who invited you. And of course, we'd like to say again, once again, thank you to Sir Ariel for a great presentation. Thank you to Sir Ryan, Miss Olive, Sir Ian also for a great impact statement. And of course, we'd also like to really see you in our N21 Connect Plus this weekend. You're sure gonna learn a lot from that event. So again, as we end our presentation for tonight, we're gonna invite you to join our breakout session to say hi, hello to your friends, maybe ask some questions, and of course, share your insights for tonight's event. So once our event ends, please wait for the pop-up window to appear and click join. And if you automatically get disconnected because of your intermittent internet connection, please do log in again, and then we're gonna get you back on your assigned breakout room. So once again, my name is Jem, your host. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience, and see you in our upcoming events. See you in our N21 Connect Plus. Stay safe, and God bless everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, guys. Good evening, Gwen. Good evening, Jake.
Hi, Donald. Yeah, I did. Nag-move it. Yeah, nag-move.